every man wants to make money online, and every man with a brain cell wants to actually do what they love for a living and get paid for it. You know, that's what real freedom is, guys. That's what true freedom is. Internal freedom, external freedom. You're doing what you love and you live your dream life off the back of it. You know, money means absolutely nothing when you hate what you do. Yeah, 99% of guys fall for all this online guru matrix. You know, you might be out of this 99 mindset matrix, but you're in this online guru matrix of, I need to do trading. I need to just sack my emotions completely and just earn money. And that's why you keep stopping and starting. You go into trading, you go into drop shipping, you go into crypto, you go into Amazon FBA, and you start and you stop, and it sucks dick. They all require capital to start. They all require even more skill sets that you have to keep building, and you have to change strategies along the way because it's very volatile. They're always moving. There's no recurring income to any of these. It's like you're just waiting for this one big pump. Well, guess what, guys? This lifestyle doesn't come with a one pump chump, right? Just like your missus will fucking leave you, right? If you just give her one good fuck and then you're a shit fuck the whole time. You've got to be good every month, cash every month. You want a recurring business model, guys. And the truth is, guys, if you've already worked on yourself, which I'm pretty sure you have to even be watching this video, you know, you've been investing in yourself, the body, the mind, the skills, the knowledge, and you've gone through some form of self-actualization. You know, you're becoming the better version of yourself. You've gone through some form of transformational process. You've overcome something difficult. You used to be this version of you, and you used to have these problems, and now you're this version of you, and now you have these benefits. You know, well, the thing is, guys, that's a multi-6, 7-figure business right there. You just haven't packaged it up yet. You've not systemized it, right? Money essentially, guys, is just value. So all you need to do is, right, would it be valuable if this thing that I've gone through was now packaged up and someone else could just time collapse that journey I went through? If you've spent 3 years learning how to get in shape and shred the body fat and lose all the body fat, and now you could just literally install your knowledge, install your mindset, like Bob Brott says, it's 95% mindset, 5% specialized knowledge, right? Can you just install your mindset, your thoughts, your beliefs into someone else to get them a new result and the exact knowledge and process and change their life? 100%. You know, maybe you had gut issues. You know, I've worked with a client in my brand and in my brand program, and he was helping people. Basically, he used to have a really bad gut that gave his, you know, he had really bad skin, like lifetime bad skin. And it was all because of his gut. And then he went in and he started all this stuff and supplements and nutrition and lifestyle protocol. And then he nailed his gut. And now he's fixed that problem. So if someone else right now is staying up at night because they've got bad skin and their gut's not right, and you could just go boom, and you could solve that, you could alleviate that pain and bring them to a solution, that's worth money. That's valuable. You know, maybe you are a broke guy doing what you hate, and then you went into high ticket sales, you learned sales, you invested in, you know, maybe 50K into your education and stuff over a 5-year period, and now you can earn 15, 20K a month in high ticket sales. Well, why not teach other people to do that? Like, guys, if you're going to build an empire, at least make it serve the world. The best thing you guys can do is get paid for what you love, right? It's crazy. It's extremely high frequency. It's self-transcendence. It's like you self-actualize. You have all this value. You can help the world. The world's in a fucking dump of a place. And you can come out to the world and you can go, guys, all of you guys with this problem, I have the solution to this problem, right? This is all I've done over the last 5 years with my offer that did 7 figures, still does. My elite program, right? Effectively, I used to be out of shape, low in confidence, didn't operate at a high level. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And that's helped thousands of guys go through the habits, the daily standards, the mindset, build an elite level physique, operate mentally at the highest level, install all the entrepreneurial beliefs that you need to just become the man that's undeniable. Okay, you could be a golfer. You've gone from a 30 handicap golfer to a 5 handicap golfer, and you want to help someone else do that. You can give all of this value online, and if you can package that up and you have a strategy to give that value to the world and get paid for it, you will be a very wealthy man for work that you've already done. Guys, it's just a different level of consciousness. It's like, instead of thinking you build yourself up and then you go and you have to do something else. No, just build yourself up. Just overcome this problem, this adversity, and now make you the product. You become the brand. You know, your journey, your transformation. You know, and you literally don't need any upfront capital. You don't need ads. You don't need sales calls. My business, my elite program, like it literally runs from just my phone. So every morning I open my phone and I have, you know, 5 to 20 people in a morning. Hey, Tom, can you send me the link? I want to start. And I'm like, yeah. Right, there is a system, guys. I'm going to show you in this video on how you can turn your identity, your value into something where you're going to be paid massively for. So 8-step framework. This is what I teach all my guys. So the first thing we got to do, right? Write this down, guys. The first thing we got to do is we got to nail you. Okay, so phase 1 in the framework is you. Who are you? Who did you used to be? What are all the negative things that came with that? Who are you now? And what are all the positive things that come with that? That's the gap. You're helping people now close this gap. So the first thing you got to understand is, what is the gap you've created in your own life behind you? Like, what are the breadcrumbs you've left behind you? And the second thing, guys, is your offer. Okay, that's now like, okay, so what are you gonna do? Like, how did you close that gap yourself? And you're now gonna package that up. I show my guys how to build the 2-step offer system, which basically closes 80 to 90% of leads just from your phone, no sales calls, and it's just like a piece of piss. The other thing with this, guys, is when you're actually working, you'll have one scalable model and one more close, intimate model. It's the best thing in the world. Like, all I do, guys, for a living, I've obviously got my elite program, which is my original business, and I've now got my brand, okay? I'm obsessed with fitness, with mindset, with alignment, with high frequency living, with achieving goals, with being successful. And I'm obsessed with business, building personal brand, delivering value like online education, online coaching, online courses, online. I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with mastery level stuff like that. And now all I get to do is speak with hundreds and thousands of guys who want to do that. So I get to talk about what I'm obsessed about all day and then see other people crush in such a fast period of time that took me so long to overcome. Like, you guys will have experienced this before where, you know, you buy yourself something. Like, if any of you guys have got like a partner, let's say you got a girlfriend, and you get to the point where you're like, yeah, I can buy myself pretty much anything. There's nothing I can't buy myself. I've definitely felt that. I'm like, yeah, I literally don't know what I can buy myself. I literally buy everything I want. And I get to a point where I'm like, I feel good. I feel happy when I get something my missus wants for her. Or I can take her on an experience she wouldn't have yet experienced, yet is normal for me, right? Giving back to your family, giving back to your brother, to your sister, to your parents, to your family, to your friends. I recently took some clients away and I was staying in a villa which was $50K for the month, and I invited them around, you know, and to let them experience that from being with me. Like, giving back is the highest frequency, guys. It's self-transcendence. So we're going to build your offers around you and your story. The third thing is like having a blueprint to actually run, because some of you guys may be like, okay, but like, how does this all happen? The blueprint is going to facilitate the next steps of the framework I'm going to run you through. And effectively, if we're going to do this and you want to keep increasing your value, you want to keep increasing your income, you need a professional blueprint, a business blueprint in other terms, where effectively what you're going to do is you have a system, you have a set of daily habits, consciousness that you're going to implement every day, what I call like growth tasks that I give my clients to do every day to grow this online education, this online coaching business, and it just guarantees they're going to grow every day. And pair that up with a personal development blueprint. So it might be your training, your nutrition, your sleep, your alignment, your success stuff, right? Your skill set in whatever you're doing. So let's say you were, I don't know, maybe you've got in good shape and you want to be a fitness coach, right? Well, also if you keep getting in better shape and you take your physique to more of an elite level, you've just gone further up this ranking, and now you can help. When you used to be able to help these people, now you're going to get guys who are here who want your help, you know, which is crazy. That's how it went for me. I would start by coaching people who just want to, you know, and as a PT at the beginning, I would just help guys lift weights. Then I helped guys get into photo shoot prep coaching with my first physique business. Then I would help guys with mindset and success and quitting their 9 to 5. And that's what my elite program turned into, like a very like entrepreneur in the making program. It's the physique, it's the mindset, it's the habits, it's awakening the mind and just raising to a version of yourself where you're thinking bigger and you're like so valuable, it's impossible not to monetize. Some of you guys will be there now. That's why I made my brand, you know? And then I've helped guys go from 0 to 10K in a week. You know, he just did exactly what I said. He went 0 to 10K in a week. I've helped guys go from 5 to 40 plus. I've helped guys go from 30 to 60, 70K. Because I've walked that path and now I've got all these breadcrumbs behind me I can just install me into, right? So the blueprint's going to take us up personally and professionally. So that means that we're going to be growing the business and we're going to be growing you, which means that by default, we're actually increasing the amount of people we can help daily as well, which is what a lot of people who are in the space, I don't believe do, and they're not even conscious of. The blueprint really is then going to master the next few things. So the fourth thing you guys need to nail is traffic. If we're going to build this business, we're going to package up your value from your personal story, an authentic thing. Like this isn't just fitness coaching or mindset coaching or life coaching or golf coaching or sales training or real estate training. This is like your story. You are the product, and it's people going through that same journey. So you're not going to have any competition. People always say, oh, is there competition? I think it's saturated. No, it's not saturated when you're you, right? All of my products are simply, this is what I did, and now I help people do the same. It's the most authentic, high frequency thing you can do. So the first thing we have to do once we've got that packaged up is we want traffic. We need people to be aware of who you are, and we need not just people aware, because how many guys are there with, you know, I've coached many guys with 100,000, 500,000, 1 million followers on social media with their business, and they have no income. People think, oh, they'll just get followers, and it's income. No, most guys with 1 million followers are broke as fuck. You know, they're proper broke because they don't understand the social media marketing flywheel, like the psychology of what you've actually got, the exact pieces of content you have to create to have people turning into leads that are like, want to buy your product. Whether it's mid-ticket products, whether it's high-ticket products, you need people itching to buy your premium level stuff. And that comes with intention. We create traffic in a very specific way. I teach my guys, like I said, the social media marketing flywheel, where through across the platforms, they have specific pieces of content that they must post, and it just floods their inbox. So they're going to have people coming in 100% committed to already buy, because they've already gone through that process mentally in the steps that I teach them in the traffic section. Once you've got this traffic, you've got eyeballs, that people that want the outcomes. They're not people who don't, everyone who's ready to go. You then need a system that we build and install that I call lead flow. This is basically where you turn these eyeballs into conversation. Okay, so then these people are going to turn into conversation with you, right? And then once we've turned them into conversation, we have a simple process of how we just close them. We have your offers. We have a sales system where basically with no sales calls, with no sales team, we just close them. Effectively, you're just order taking. These people are just itching and ready to go. So we have a sales process. You know, there is no pressure for anyone to sign up. You've just got so many people coming through that you're just closing people, right? Like I said, my elite offer closes at just north of 80% with no sales team, just replying and just sending them the link to begin, okay? Delivery. Once we've sold them, you obviously need to sell them something really valuable. You know, I always say the great thing with this is you're going to earn income from this, right? You're going to give them value, and they're going to give you value back in monetary format. Now, the value they pay you, let's say it was £1,000. Well, the lifetime return on what they're getting back might be 100,000. And then some of you may be thinking, oh, but like I do fitness coaching, like where's the monetary return? I mean, it's pretty priceless. You know, if you can you don't just give someone a new body, you give someone a whole new world. It's the confidence, it's the new relationships, it's the career determination and success mindset. You know, it's the respect they're going to gain, the opportunities presented to them based on how they look, their level of consciousness, their thinking. You know, they are going to get 10 to 100-fold back what they pay you. You simply just become very wealthy because we have a system where you can just deliver this to masses of people. That's what's really cool. So it's not like you receive value money and they get the same back, right? The reason you win from this is because you receive value in, which is just like an undeniable close for them, where they're like, that's a steal for what my lifetime outcome will be from that, right? For example, like if I have someone come in and work with me on my brand and then they go and make £300,000 in the next 6 months, I'm not charging £300,000. They're taking a huge win, right? That's what makes this undeniable. You're going to now deliver this value. You're going to package it up in different ways. You know, it could be through courses, through digital products, through group coaching, through one-to-one calls. It could be done-for-you service, like agency service. There's so many different things and there's so many different offers. And this is what I do. I build this out with my clients. So we have a delivery mechanism, usually 2, around one core offer. So your core offer is going to be around the outcome you've turned into. And then we can have different delivery mechanisms that are really simple, really scalable, really high impact. You're going to have tons of testimonials coming through. You're going to have people itching to work with you, people referring people in. And there is literally nothing better. And then the final thing, the last part, the 8th step of the framework is ascension. Once people are then in your brand, what happens is they come in and let's say, for example, let's say people come into your brand and they get in really good shape. You know, this is what happened with me. This has been part of the evolution of my brand. They get in really good shape and now they're like, Tom, I'm in really good shape. I want to start my business. I know you crush it, Tom. I saw the other day that you made 20 plus K in the day. Can you help me? Right? Can you see where I'm going? Like when you solve one problem in life, like you guys, right, may have solved one of your problems, but now you're facing another problem. You don't know how to earn 10, 20, 50, 100, 200K a month, right? And then you'll solve that problem and then you're like, but now I want an elite network of multi-7 and 8-figure guys, right? There's always another problem that comes, right? It's just laws of the universe. So what we can then do is we can build your offers, and as you've had guys coming through your process, they're going to be achieving elite level results, and they're going to want something bigger, want something better. Okay? This is what it's all about, guys. You know, it's not just about making money. It's just about being extremely aligned in your life, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. It's the most high frequency thing you can do, but it's about giving back. You know, like my thing is, guys, like I really want to leave a dent on this planet. You know, I think the world's pretty fucked up at the minute, but I really want to impact as many men and women. You know, women will be impacted though, in my opinion, by men just becoming better. So if I can share my value on how I've built this, by default, that means you can help more men. It's just going to scatter this, guys. We really need to pull our finger out. We need to improve the way this world is going. And why not earn crazy amounts of money, cash flow, recurring revenue every single month for something that you've already done? You don't need to go and learn this new thing. You have it in you. You know, I see guys who are in crazy shape, or I see guys with crazy skill sets, and I'm like, how are you in this position in life? Like you're sat on all of this value. Like I just want to shake you and wake you up. You know, most guys just aren't simply aware that this is something you can do. But money is value. You just need to be giving value out. You just need to be creating a personal brand, social media, being social on social media, giving value out and receiving it in, and just creating this traffic and content in a way where the type of value you give out just brings it back in. You know, it's not just about posting for views. Like I said, it's not just about telling somebody how to do something. That's not what creates sales. Like I said, guys, there's something called a social media marketing flywheel. And the thing is, guys, as much as it's going to create a life of freedom, like now I'm in a $5 million villa out in Bali, My apartment back in Dubai on Blue Waters was just short of 10 million, right? Like 5 years ago, I was just an engineer in the UK. And like the life I live on a daily basis now is like, like my average, I don't even know what day it is, guys. My average Tuesday is better than basically any day most of mankind will ever live, right? That's the reality. At any point, I can just go jump on a first-class flight, take my missus, go wherever, go Dubai, go Italy. Like we can just do whatever. But I'm just in such a state now of I've been grinding for so long. I'm in such an aligned state. I just love to grind. I just tell my missus, go out, go do yoga, go do Pilates, go get your coffee. And I just want to grind. I just want to be in a high frequency state. I want to be building my empire. I want to be giving back. I want to be changing lives. Like when you're doing that, when you're in, like you guys who are maybe already coaches already or have some form of product, you'll know what I'm saying. Like your process is the most important thing. And when you're giving value, you know, even here right now, creating content, and this could be a pivotal light bulb moment for somebody, you know, that feels so good. And especially when you're one-to-one with someone and you're coaching someone inside your program, or you're giving them value and that you get these testimonials back and like, Tom, my life's changed forever. You got me in the craziest shape. I've got the dream woman. I've got my dream job. Tom, you helped me quit my job. Literally, you've added 20K of revenue to my business in 2 months. And like, it's new lives. It's not the money, guys. And it's not the body. And it's not all of these things that, you know, we think it is. It's you're creating a new life for people. It's the best thing. You know, it's being resourceful about who am I and how can I package me up to give it out. You know, anything you're good at that you've overcome, give it back out and get paid for it. You know, and if you've got a poor money mindset at the minute, you're like, I can't charge for what I've done. I'm telling you now, it's selfish not to. There will be people out there that would beg and try to throw money at you. You know, I actually just recently stopped my high ticket fitness, whether one-on-one with me in fitness. I had to stop it because simply it wouldn't facilitate me doing it anymore with where I am spread in my business at the moment. And I get people saying, Tom, I'll pay you $4,000 a month to do it. I'm like, no, I can't. Like, it's just not where my time needs to go at the minute. I have people that throw themselves at me. They're like, Tom, I'm an entrepreneur. I really want you to get me in the best shape, but also cognitively dialed in and just raise my frequency. I'm like, look, we've got my elite, but now I'm over here, right? This is where I can have the biggest impact. Right? That's where we can get you guys. So guys, if you feel like, you know, you've got the value, but you're not monetizing yourself, you've done the internal work, it's not to say you've stopped. You should always be continuing it. Like I said, personal blueprint, business blueprint. You know, if you're not going all in, you are doing the world a disservice. You know, you're meant to build something real, something impactful, something where you can say you've left a mark. You can say you've left a legacy. You've got people talking about you when you don't even know they're talking about you, saying, have you seen this guy's content? Have you been in this guy's program? Have you been in this guy's coaching? Have you been in this guy's course? It's literally changed my life. You're going to get paid abundantly for it. It's not about the money. It's about the mark, guys. You're going to build an empire, make it serve the world. You will stay in this game forever and you will make a fucking killing because you're doing what you love every day, right? Nobody wants to just make some fucking hustle on some Amazon thing and then they have to change the product and get all stressed. Like, you can just be like, boom, boom, boom. And it's the easiest thing in the world, guys, right? If you have built yourself up, you've overcome something. All I say is just go down to the link below. I'm going to walk you through this whole process in more depth. I'm going to show you how we can take you from 0 to 30K plus. If you're already someone who's at that market, how we can take you from there and scale beyond. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're in a 9-to-5 right now and you want to get out. If you're in this space, you might have been in it a few months. Maybe you've been in it 10 years. I see guys who've been in the space, you know, who were in the space before I were, who I saw in my hometown when I looked up at them when I was just in my job, and they're still in the same place. Maybe that's you. And you want to know the systems, the framework at the highest level of depth to get out and just plug and play. You want to be there. Guys, if you don't feel like you've done that bit yet, like I said, DM me Elite on Instagram and I'll show you the process, the frameworks to just get you in the most savage shape, mindset, aligned to your highest self. Install that entrepreneurial mindset. Just get you living how you need to live. Get your confidence up. That's what Elite is all about, guys. Just where you're undeniable not to be monetizable. But for those of you who are monetizable, you want to be clicking the link below this video. and I'm going to walk you through this whole process, and you can book in for a call with me as well. We can run through a strategy. I meet you where you're at. Like I said, we've got inside my business stuff, we've got brand, black room, custom built, different levels on how I can work with you and meet you where you're at, to just time collapse your journey to, you know, if you've already got freedom, to a bigger level. If you're in a 9-to-5, to get out the 9-to-5 and to do something you truly fucking love. You know, that is what life is all about. I literally feel like one of the most blessed people on the planet for being in this path. You know, my mission right now is I just want more guys to be able to not just have the life I have, right? I always talk about this, guys. It's like what people say they, you know, there's what people say they want and there's what people actually need. People want all this stuff and all this stuff's cool, right? But what people need is fulfillment. People need a process. People need to do something they love. People need to become the best version of themselves, and people need to give it back. Let's go.